My name is Ophir Gottlieb. I am the CEO of Capital Market Laboratories. Former option market maker on NYC, ARCA, and SIBO, former head of algorithmic trading, former hedge fund manager, former managing director quantitative research for a firm that was purchased by Morgan Stanley, MSCI, former trade structure with Countrywide, lots of things. To be a successful trader, you need to focus, in my opinion, on the long arc of a career, not Thursday, not January, not this week, not in 6 months, not 2024. The long arc of a career, right? It's a walk. It's a walk. It's not a sprint. You need process, which in finance we call a plan. And the truth of the matter is a process or a plan simply means what to trade, when to open it, and when to close it. And if we were robots, then this is all you would need to be a successful trader. If you could magically have a plan, a process that worked, then you would be successful. You would have the long arc of a career. But we are humans, we're not robots, and this isn't enough. And why is it not enough? Because no matter how good of a plan you have, since you're not a robot, you're going to need patience. For some people, this is easy. For some people, this is hard. And it's really patience in not just your plan, but it's also patience in yourself. And finally, you will need effort. And the bad part about effort is that it will probably be harder than you think. So I know that's not what you're supposed to say when you sell software, but it is what I'm saying. This top line, to be a successful trader, will be harder than you think it will be. That's the bad news. The good news is, therefore, it will probably be more satisfying than you think it will be. That's just kind of how life works. So you'll get great satisfaction if you're able to attain it. It's just going to be harder than you think. So this little thing, okay, now I'm asking you to remember it. Just take a snapshot with your eyes, okay? I'll bring it back. I want to talk about this. This is what I call a portfolio of trades, but there's a reason I call this a portfolio of trades. In order for something to be a portfolio of trades, it needs three characteristics. First, they have to be trades or setups that work in different times of the market. When a stock has dropped and might recover, so that's stocks in free fall. When a stock has technical strength, stocks are going up. And when a stock recaptures technical failure, so it's been bad and now it's coming back. These are different places where a stock can be, where a sector can be. The second thing that's not enough for it to be a portfolio of trades, by the way. Another thing that needs to be a portfolio of trades is that they have to be different types of trades. And what do I mean by different types of trades? So the ones in green are selling volatility, right? And the way you know you're selling volatility, roughly speaking, is if you're doing a trade for a credit. This is for a credit. This is for a credit. And some of them are buying volatility. How you know your strategy is essentially buying volatility? It's if you're paying for it, if it's a debit. Buying the sell-off is a debit. A pre-earnings momentum diagonal is a debit. You'll notice that all four of these trades are always spreads because an option can only be hedged by another option. And therefore, each of these trades have a built-in hedge. They're still speculations, but they hedge some of the non-directional risk. That's not enough either for a portfolio of trades. We're there. That's two, but you also need three. You also need it for different sectors. And the reason you need it for different sectors is because different sectors can be in different parts of the market, right? Some sectors can be recapturing technical failure while another one is in free fall, while another one is showing strength. This is what a portfolio of trades is. This portfolio of trades, this idea of looking at different types of markets, different types of trades, selling vol, buying vol, different sectors. What is this called? I'll tell you what it is. It's risk management. This is risk management. When you're available to trade with different markets and you're available to buy in vol and selling vol, and when you're available for different sectors and different time frames, this is risk management. If you're not doing risk management, then you're not trading, you're gambling. And I know that on YouTube, there's a bunch of videos of a bunch of platforms that say they have AI and all you have to do is follow them. It's just disingenuous. And there's a part of you, I know there's a part of you that sees it and knows that it's not genuine because it does take effort, right? Beyond the process and the plan, right? Beyond the patience, it takes effort. And a part of that effort is this portfolio of trades. It's not just, ooh, I got a trade alert. Come on, guys. You know that. You know it's not easy. Otherwise, everyone would be a billionaire doing whatever, trading sugar options or trading regular options. You know, there are very few people who do this very well. You just know it. I know that you know this. Whatever your background is, it's inherent. It doesn't matter that I show you how to click the buttons and to set up alerts. The question you should be asking and the question I should be answering is why? 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 Why do I want to click these things? If the answer is because you want to be profitable on Monday, that's not why I'm clicking on the buttons. That's not why I'm clicking on the buttons. So we don't make false promises. And by we, I'm speaking with the royal we. I don't make false promises. I share facts A, B, and C. These trades are set up for different markets, different trade types, and different sectors. That's a fact. The results are facts, historical fact, right? Historical fact. And then I share analysis A, B, C. I say this is analysis. And then from that, I draw conclusions. And those conclusions are completely subjective. They come from objective facts, intermediate analysis, and finally, I draw my conclusions. And my conclusions are, hey, I like it when an entire sector has performed well over 3 years in a given strategy. Then I like to cherry pick the best performers. Those are my conclusions. You can feel free to disagree with the conclusions. And the reason it's so wonderful is that even if you disagree with the conclusions, you're gaining value because I'm sharing facts. That's how you become exceptionally good. It's not because of a platform on YouTube that sends you winning trades. Like, it isn't. Remember I said effort? There's two parts of effort. The bad part is probably going to be harder than you think. And the good part is that's probably going to be more satisfying than you think because it's going to be harder than you think. This is what I mean on that first bullet point with effort. I know this is a PowerPoint slide with far too many words, lots of colors, and all this is stuff you have to do if you really want to be a successful trader. I'm sorry, I don't have a screen up that says all you got to do is click this button because it's just not true. It just isn't. But you can be a successful trader. You can. It just takes effort. Ophir, what do you mean by effort? I mean this. Becoming comfortable with the idea that you're pretty much always spreading. I said pretty much, not necessarily. Always is a big word. I shouldn't have said always. And if you're like, yeah, I just like buying calls or selling puts, I understand what you like. You're going to lose all of your money. So just skip the middleman because trading doesn't bend to what you like. You bend to trading because it takes effort. Are you willing to be flexible enough to, instead of running away from the thing that's not familiar to you, to run toward it? To say, you know what? I don't know what that is. A 1 by 3 by 2, I don't even know what those numbers mean. At that moment, do you move on to the next thing or do you say, I want to know what that is? If your personality tells you that you want to know what it is, effort's going to be a little easier for you because you're naturally curious. If your personality tells you, I don't want to know what it is, it's okay. It will just take a little bit more effort. You have to fight that inside you, fight that move to get away from something that's unfamiliar. Like, okay, I'm supposed to do this. All right. This is the long arc of a career. You look at facts, you look at analysis, you take conclusions, you understand what effort means. And I want to be clear that just because it takes effort and it's harder than you think it will be, never have I said it's so hard you can't do it. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. You can do it. And it will be more satisfying when you do it than you think it will be. It's just going to be a little bit harder. Well, why will it be harder? Because of this page. Because I'm not telling you that all you have to do is wait for me to tell you what to trade or some magical AI bot in the world, which probably isn't even using AI. And you guys know it. You know it, man. You know it. It's in your gut somewhere. You know it. You know there's no easy way. I'm here to tell you that there's no easy way, but there is a way. And Trade Machine can get you a long way there. Can't do it all. Trade Machine can't make you do effort. The process, the plan, yeah, we can do that. Got you covered. To be a successful trader, you need to focus on the long arc of a career, not just a day or a month, not even a year. It takes a process, takes patience. I don't have a lot to say about patience. You know, and I know either you are a patient and it's easy, or you're not patient and it's a little harder. So I can't say a lot about that. The effort part I've now expounded upon today. That's what today was. What you're doing is you're putting on effort. You're willing to sit here and listen to me, repeat the same thing, and then go a little bit deeper each time. You're doing the effort. You're succeeding. Right now, in this moment, you're winning. This is what it takes, and you are doing it. You're winning. And since you're winning, and since this is starting to make sense to you, then the truth is you've given me a great gift that I'm able to share what I know with someone else and they can understand it. And I thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.